All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Guys, today we have a Los Angeles Lakers video. Last night, 37-point loss to the Denver Nuggets. And, you know, Denver's a really solid team. No one in the whole league really can guard Nikola Jokic. But obviously, they're missing MPJ. They're missing Jamal Murray. There's not too many expectations on the Denver Nuggets to make a deep playoff run. You know, they'll make the playoffs this year, but no expectations really getting past the first round. And the Lakers, you know, a heavy NBA favorite, NBA final favorite, they come in and they lose by 37, man. It's just absolutely disgusting. You know, Russ isn't getting it done. LeBron's doing all he can. Anthony Davis hopefully is going to be back soon. I think he's obviously, like, when he comes back, the Lakers are going to be playing much, much better. But I think it just kind of, all these losses in a row right now, I think it's just kind of signifying, like, there isn't time to develop this young talent. There isn't any time. So before we go any further into this video, if you guys enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post NBA videos every single day just about Lakers daily content. I do have a Lakers daily content channel. Man, I've been watching all these Laker games, and as you guys know, they're my pick to make the NBA Finals and to win the NBA Finals. And now I'm thinking, like, that's not going to happen if they don't do something with their roster. There is a 0% chance in my head right now, if the Lakers don't make some type of move, whether it's internally, you know, making some switches with rotations. I don't think that's going to get the job done, to be quite honest with you, though. I think they need to go out and bring an outside body, and I don't know if it's going to be in the buyout market. I think the trade deadline is, 24 days away, and I think that is going to be their best bet. There's just, the thing with this team is, you know, they're waiting on Kendrick Nunn still, and Kendrick Nunn will provide an offensive boost, but they just can't play defense. I mean, they are consistently giving up 120 plus points. They're consistently giving up 130 plus points, and that's not going to win you anything. I mean, they're doing this. They're giving up 120, 130 to the Sacramento Kings, the Oklahoma City Thunder, to the Denver Nuggets, teams who aren't known for their offensive firepower this season. I mean, the Kings are not the worst team in the league. The Thunder aren't the worst team in the league, but these guys shouldn't be scoring 120 consistently onto your defense, with or without Anthony Davis. It comes to a point where we're 43 games into the regular season. We're over that halfway point. There's no excuses, man. There's no excuses. So what do I think is going to happen? Talen Horton-Tucker, in my opinion, has to get traded. I mean, he just has to get traded, and there's no disrespect to Talen because I think he's going to have a very successful NBA career. Right now, his value isn't as high as it probably would have been last season, but this is a very young player, 21 years of age, who's been to a championship. He's been through the playoffs. He's played with LeBron James. He's played with Russ. He's played with AD. He's learning. He's getting mentored with all these veterans on the team. He's like the only enticing prospect I think that the Lakers have, unless they were willing to trade Anthony Davis. And I highly, highly, highly doubt that the Lakers would be willing to trade Anthony Davis. I just can't see any world where that would happen, especially this season. Just kind of given what they went through to bring Anthony into LA, I highly doubt that man will get traded anytime soon unless LeBron James came out and said, "You're a huge problem and we need you gone." And that's just like the furthest thing that would ever happen. So Talen Horton-Tucker, you have a very young, possible two-way prospect, you know, doesn't have a three-point shot quite yet at this point in his career. He's not afraid to take those threes, but if I'm a young team, if I'm a team rebuilding especially, I want Talen Horton-Tucker. I want Talen Horton-Tucker. The issue is the Lakers, I mean, you can package some picks. You know, you could package Kendrick Nunn. You could package Malik Monk if you had to. I don't think that they should trade Malik, but they just need one more guy that just kind of provides you with something. I don't know what it would be. You know, I'm not thinking a guy like Dennis Schroeder. I'm thinking a guy above Dennis Schroeder, like a guy like Jeremy Grant, where he's not really cemented as a star in the league. Good player, bad team. You don't really know what the stats would look like on a, you know, championship contending team, or there's a lot of love you got to share. So I don't know what would happen. I don't think they could get Jeremy Grant. I know for a fact the Detroit Pistons would want more than a first-round draft pick, 2 seconds, THT, and Kendrick Nunn. And to be honest with you, I don't even think Jeremy Grant is quite the best option for this Lakers team because, like I said, Jeremy Grant's not a horrible defender, but that man is not known for his defense. I think that they definitely need a strong defensive presence. I'm thinking a player like Myles Turner would be absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And, I know Indiana would not like this package, what I'm about to say, but there comes a point, Indiana, where you're going to have to unload these guys, man. It's not working. Malcolm Brogdon's really good. Karis LeVert's really good. Myles Turner's really good. TJ Warren's really good. But there comes a point where it's clear things are not working. Things are not working. So I think what happens, if the Pacers decided THT is a valuable player that they are interested in, I would not be surprised. You offer him Kendrick Nunn, you offer him THT, DeAndre Jordan, first-round pick, 2 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, whatever you got to get the deal to get it done. I know there's going to be better options for Myles Turner, but here's the bottom line. Myles Turner's been in trade talks with the Pacers for years. This is the fourth straight year, maybe even, that Myles Turner's name is always getting circulated. The value can't be that high. I know this man averages 3 blocks per game, but for some reason, the value, it can't be that high. THT, first-round pick, another young asset like Kendrick Nunn, I think that would get the job done because the thing with Indiana is if they're truly selling, you have Brogdon, you have LeVert, you have Domantas Sabonis especially, that's where, if you want draft capital, those are the players where you're going to get first-round draft picks. You're going to get first-round picks. You can get a young player. So they have so many players that they could unload and get a combination of first-round picks and young assets, just like this Lakers trade, that I think this is a very viable trade option. I know I've seen comments, Myles Turner wants to be the main option. Dude, there is no way Myles Turner's expectations right now at this point in his career is that he wants to be the number 1 option over playing with LeBron James, playing with Russell Westbrook, playing with Carmelo Anthony, playing with Anthony Davis for a legitimate shot to make the NBA Finals. Because here's the thing, DeAndre Jordan sucks. He is not doing anything for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's dope, but he's not going to play more than 20 minutes a night. You bring Myles Turner in, he can stretch the floor, he can play phenomenal defense, he's not an offensive liability. I think Myles Turner is literally the perfect guy, and they need him. They need a guy like Myles Turner. So there is a want, there is a desire for Myles. So he will feel wanted, he will feel needed. I think he will click perfectly with their offense and with their defense and with Frank Vogel as well. That's just kind of extra icing on the cake. So that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think the Lakers are going to do. I think they desperately need to make a move here relatively shortly. Otherwise, they might not even make the playoffs. Hit the like button, hit that sub button, and I'll see you guys later.